We just finished watching the Manchester United versus Brentford game in
Yeah.
the Premier League,
Yeah.
right? The Premier League today.
Yeah.
It was a disappointing, 3-1
Yeah, 3-1
loss.
loss. Yeah.
So we have some thoughts. Well,
Yeah.
Millie specifically has more thoughts than I.
Yeah.
But so yeah, let's get right into it, Millie. Let's
Yeah.
break
First
it
of
down.
all, waking up early for this was a nightmare. I'll
Yeah.
just go ahead and say that having the early game of the day was not my favorite. To wake up to watch, I guess like that abomination of a match.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I don't know. It's really just getting demoralizing at this point. It's getting hard to like be excited for the games, and we should have really expected this early on. When a manager, like I'm talking like last year,
Oh,
like as soon
okay.
as Ruben mentioned like suffering being necessary in his process, we should have immediately like that should have been enough. That should have been a
Yeah.
fireable offense, because suffering shouldn't be a part of the process. There's way too much talent on the team. There's way too much youth talent at the club that's
Mm-hmm.
being completely underutilized and or ignored completely. We once again have only two academy graduates on the bench, so barely hanging on to that record by a thread. And we brought three goalkeepers to the match. Why are we bringing three goalkeepers when there are plenty of youth players that can be brought as an extrament player
That is
on the bench? It
ridiculous.
just literally does not make sense to me. But I guess that's all outside stuff. We can get straight into the game now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not good enough. I mean, once again, we see the system, the formation, whatever you want to call it, just not being dominant enough against other Premier League teams. Everybody knows how to play against Man United. They know how to counterattack against Man United. And yes, you can, pin things down to individual mistakes if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, like the way the team is set up doesn't allow us to be truly dangerous in the final third.
Yeah.
There's too many of these, kind of like rolled in shots from distance when what we need to be doing is creating around the box.
Mm-hmm.
Around the 18, there needs to be quick combinations, like quick passing, like snapshots, cutbacks. That's how we score goals. But right now, it's like everyone is attacking on their own little island. It was good to see Sesko get his first goal for United.
Absolutely.
That was definitely like hard fought. The ball was like bouncing around in the box.
Okay.
I think he I don't know, he took the first shot, it like bounced back. He had to like fight someone off. So it was like a really good, like hard fought first goal. But again, like being 2-0 down to Brentford in the Premier League, it's just not good. It's just not good enough. And again, like what we expect to see, playing only one game a week, having all of this rest time, all of this preparation time, all of this time on the training ground, we expect to see more from the team than we're getting. I think yeah, right. Like it's unacceptable for a manager in his presser before the match to say, "Oh, I also don't know what to expect when the team is going to play this weekend." That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
You're with the team for 90%. That's your whole job, is to be with the team, to pair the team and set them up for the game ahead. So you're saying like you are like us, and that you don't know what to expect from your team. It's just
crazy.
Unacceptable. Like, again, that is a fireable offense. It's just not okay to be saying that. It's unacceptable rhetoric. And you're putting that out there as if to remove yourself from the blame when the manager is the one setting these guys up, setting a team up where we're expecting Dorgu to be getting on the end of crosses and or to be taking shots and get into danger. It's okay. But Dorgu isn't our most dangerous player. We need to be creating opportunities for Šeško, for Membo, for Cunha, for Bruno Fernandes, who is now a box-to-box deep midfielder, which does not suit him. And his confidence is so low that the guy can't even score a penalty. He was previously like 90% with his penalties.
Oh my God.
He's missed more this season than any previous season that I've seen, at least from him.
Sad.
The confidence is low, and that comes from your manager.
Mm-hmm.
None of these players look confident. None of them look assured in the system. None of them look like they are confident in what the team is putting out. And we're seeing it in the results. And that the buck stops with the manager.
Yeah.
That is the reality. This is a good group of players. They've spent over 100 million euros on attacking players this summer alone.
Which is crazy.
And we've given attacking player to Barcelona, handed them gift wrapped a player who already has 6 goals and assists this season. And we're struggling to put dangerous shots on target.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable. There has to be more. There needs to be more patterns. We're 11 months into this system. When do we start to see the system?
I know. And didn't you say he changed it?
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, when we brought on another center back in Lenny Euro, and we finally brought on Kobe Mainu late in the game once again. I mean, it's just disastrous, the youth development, but I guess that's a whole other topic for another time. But yeah, he literally, after claiming over a week ago that the Pope himself couldn't make him change his formation, then as soon as these first substitutions on, back 4.
Crazy.
Immediately. And we saw Kobe Mainu take over the game. United have a little bit more actual dangerous possession. And yes, you can say that Brentford was trying to protect the league at that point. But again, it's the first time he's shown that he's willing to actually change. And I think that was a job retention move. Like, that's what that was. He was showing his bigwigs that he is willing to try something else when times get truly desperate.
Yeah.
And times are truly desperate. I just think, based on the same standard that Ten Hag was fired upon, Ten Hag actually had something to fall back on. He could say he won back-to-back trophies in back-to-back seasons. He had that. At least he could say that. But for Amorim, we had a disastrous season last year when he took over. We were only 5 or 6 points, whatever, off the top 4 when he took over the club in October. So here we are almost a year on, and we're not seeing the improvement. We're down in 13th place right now, almost identical position to where he sat us for the entirety of last season last year. At what point do we make the change?
Right.
It's just like there isn't a trophy to go back on. There isn't some quality from last season to go back on. There isn't anything to really be propping up a manager that has us in the worst finishes that United has ever had in recent history. Out of all of the managers we've had. And this one has the most job security.
I know, which is crazy. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Worst
It's the aesthetic.
since World War
It's
II.
like the aesthetic, but I don't know. I just don't think we can afford to have an aesthetic manager right now. Like, that's not what this is about. They've got like this. They want to prop him up like Arteta at Arsenal, but it's just like, we don't need to have a manager that people think is attractive who can't win anything. That just doesn't matter. Those aren't tangible things. It's like to hold the club to some, I don't even know what it is, some idea of something. But that's just not what's necessary. What United need to do is to win games, and win games outright, and punish teams. And we have the players, allegedly, to do that. So it's time to find a system that works.
Yeah.
This one is clearly not set out for the Premier League. It might have worked in the Portuguese league. It is not set for the Premier League. We're seeing it. We're seeing it fail. So it's just like, how many more times can we keep trying and trying and trying the same system? Ruben Amorim is without back-to-back wins in the Premier League.
Right, which is just unacceptable.
And it is 11 months into the job. I don't know. I sound like a broken record, but I just think it's crazy that we're still having these conversations.
I know.
And this is why I wasn't super excited after the Chelsea game, because even though they won the game, you could still see the signs that there are serious systematic flaws with Ruben Amorim's program.
Okay, yeah.
Serious ones. And that's why we're seeing players like Cunha and Membo fail to even show their dynamic creativity, getting their assists and goals that they were doing at their previous clubs. You've got the Brentford fans making fun of Membo.
I know.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. He's gone to the biggest club in the world, and he's got his former Brentford fans flaming him.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate.
And it's like, he also, in the game, where he's on an island, we're not creating good opportunities for him even to go and score himself. And that's why a player like Bruno Fernandes needs to be higher up the field, connected to his attackers.
Yeah.
That's how we will score goals. Bruno Fernandes higher, he will get Cunha and Membo involved in the match, and Sesko, and they will score a plethora of goals, I promise you. But Bruno Fernandes cannot start this deep,
Yeah.
deep on the pitch. It's
No.
it's putting our best player with handcuffs on every game in and game out. So another loss.
Yeah.
That's
What
it.
more can you say?
Yeah. That's it. It's getting dark. These are scary hours. Why do we have to suffer? I just don't understand that. Why if you've got a job, why would you make that your MO?
I know.
Suffering. No other Man United manager has said that. You always just implement your system. Everything that has happened since last October to this September is all on Ruben Amorim.
Mhm.
He has been the captain of the ship, point blank, period. When you take the job, everything that follows is your responsibility. That's all that can be said.
Yeah.
So he is responsible for 15th place last year and responsible for 13th place as of right now. And yes, you can say it's early in the season, but we're seeing the same things as last season. And if Brentford can figure it out, most other team, and no, that's not disrespect to Brentford, most other teams will be able to figure it out.
Yeah, some of the bigger, like, more higher up on the table.
Yeah, Chelsea got a red card after 6 minutes when it was 10v10. They figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, anyway.
Yeah.
That's enough for today. So
those were our thoughts
on United's 3-1 loss to Brentford, and yeah, I don't know. It's scary hours out here, but we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.